You are watching CIO TV by Enterprise IT World, a production of Accent Info Media.
What makes BPCL different? Okay, the people in this organization, they have a tremendous appetite for change. Okay, um, um, we are a curious bunch of BPCNs. Okay, we jump at new things, new adoptions, no one's business, and so is our leadership. Our leadership is very clear that any such transformation cannot be driven by a project team or a limited set of people.
Good afternoon and welcome to CIOTV.live, a sister channel of Enterprise IT World, the leading CXO media house in the region of Asia Pacific and Middle East and Africa. For last 2-3 years, we have been trying our best to bring in leaders mostly into C-suite to understand their efforts, their journey into digital transformation, which is not only the need of the hour, it is the must to be done by the organization. Today, my guest is Mr. Rahul Tandon, Head Digital Transformation Project Anubhav at Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited. Rahul, warm welcome and thank you very much for taking time out and speaking to me at this juncture of time.
Thanks, Sanjay. Thanks. It's always a pleasure to connect with you and connect with the enterprise IT world. You guys are doing a wonderful job. Been through a lot of podcasts, what you keep, loading on your platform. It's very interesting to see the kind of work which is happening across the globe and how you bring light to such efforts, which eventually help us also in our drive, in our quest to transform ourselves. Thanks.
Absolutely.
Happy to be here.
Thank you. Absolutely, Rahul. Rahul, everybody knows about Bharat Petroleum. Acronym is BPCL, which is a leading or top petroleum distribution refinery companies in India. One of the jewels on the crown. If you can take me through or the audience through, let them know a little bit about BPCL from your mouth.
All right. So BPCL is a Maharatna. As you already mentioned, it's a public sector undertaking under the government of India. It's the second largest marketing organization, and we have our spreads across the geography. Delivering products and services to our customers through our petrol pumps, almost 18,000 petrol pumps, serving our LPG customers through our 6,500 plus LPG distributors, and also serving our other B2B and B2C channels through our lubricants business and our direct business. We are an organization which is riding on the contours of people, process, and technology, and we take pride in all of them. This organization has a heritage of Shell, the culture of Burma Shell, which we inherited in 1976, and since then we have been constantly delivering on the shareholder expectation, and also on the expectations which our employees have laid before our organization. So there is so much to tell about BPCL. I'm sure this session will not be enough. I think as we proceed, we'll uncover some bit of
Perfect. Rahul, I know that BPCL as an organization must have gone through various phases of digital transformation. But now this news came to me. What exactly was the challenge that you wanted to mitigate?
We have been constantly innovating. Our leadership is very clear on driving innovation across the organization. It's a part of our DNA, and I'm sure if you have tracked and seen BPCL, over periods of time, we have pioneered in efforts which have rewritten the way business happens in an oil organization. We started with Pure For Sure, which continues to be one of the biggest brands ever, biggest promise ever made by any oil organization. We started with the loyalty program. We came with branded fuels. We came with our Ghar outlets, which are by far the best highway offerings by any oil organization. So we are pioneered, and constant innovation is a part of our DNA. So I would not say that there was a problem which triggered this transformation, but the fact that we very clearly identify and realize that in this commodity industry, service and offerings have kind of become a level playing field. Each one of us are offering best of the class outlets. We are all working towards bridging the service quality gaps. What is the differentiator? And that is where our senior management came up with the thought that we need to keep our customer in our focus and drive all our innovations from customer side inwards into BPCL. So that is what has led to this entire effort of giving the customer a unified experience of BPCL across all touch points. At the same time, get a singular view of the customer when he interacts with us at different touch points. So this way, we are able to build in personalized offerings to him. At the same time, we are able to give him a uniform experience of BPCL at all places where he comes and interacts with us. So that is what is the larger premise or contours on which Project Anubhav, our digital transformation effort, is all focused on.
Whether Project Anubhav is restricted to sales and marketing, or it covers the wider spectrum also.
See, we are an intertwined organization. I mean, functionally, yes, you may have business units who are focused because we need to be closer to the customer. But ultimately, the product which we deliver to our customer comes right from the point where we buy the crude to the point it is refined, and then it is moved into the market through our distribution channel. So yes, we are focusing on almost every aspect of the value chain, which is leading to where we reach the customer. So we are looking at all our back-end operations. We are looking at automating each one of them to make sure that they deliver as per the standard operating practices and the best industry benchmarks. And we ensure that these are managed and controlled in a manner that there is no deviation happens, because that is what results in delivering a quality product to our customers. And this is what is our promise to our customers. So every initiative in Project Anubhav is customer facing, and it is directed towards bringing in a customer delight in terms of the experience we are going to offer to him at all touch points.
But it also includes marketing.
Absolutely, absolutely. We are building our spine in a manner that we identify our customers personally. We do not want to herd them up. We do not want them that they should become a part of a group. I want to target my esteemed auto driver in a manner which he approves, in a manner which is beneficial to him. At the same time, we want to make an offering to a Lamborghini driver also, a Lamborghini owner also. So we do not want to do a mass marketing, very focused, personalized marketing, and that is what we are preparing ourselves for.
Excellent. So Rahul, how has been your journey? What has been your experience so far in that journey?
So first of all, in a public sector organization largely dealing in commodity, we have always believed that customer definitely needs fuel. And he will come to us at our fuel outlets and will buy LPG from us through our distributors. Uh, we had long ago given this approach, and we were building our systems and applications to make sure that we make him feel special, and we tell him that it is not your need, but it is beyond that. And to equip that, we have been building systems and processes. We've gone on complete transformation of our old systems and applications. Practically, our management is very clear that we have to get into new age technology. We have to be the best in the industry when it comes to technology adoption, identification and adoption, and at the same time build resilience within our workforce also. So taking all that into account, we have we have designed our project, wherein we have onboarded Microsoft for our complete cloud solution. Accenture is doing our complete sales and distribution network automation. Deloitte is our technology partner. Salesforce is working with us on designing our CRM. In fact, we have gone live on our CRM. And yes, SAP Hybris is our digital commerce platform. So we are, working with the world's best to bring out what will deliver unimaginable experience for the customer. And that is what is the mandate and brief from our senior management. Yeah.
All right. The next question is something which you may have heard also. You took the name of Accenture, who was a partner in your journey, and you took the names of the OEMs like Microsoft, like a CRM company. Were those organizations or engagements happened in isolation, or uh, Accenture made it happen? Accenture consulted and did everything for you?
No, 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 no. Project Anubhav is a huge project, and what is Accenture delivering is one part of our, aspiration.
Okay.
That is automating our back-end operations. Okay. Accenture is one of our partners who's creating a platform where uh, almost all our retail outlets, that is our petrol pumps, all our depots, installations, LPG plants where we, fill our lorries, where we bottle cylinders, our customers, direct customers, consumer pumps, all of them are automated, and through various IoT devices, we are monitoring the performance of this automation to make sure that there is no bypass or there is no deviation from the standard operating practices. To add on to that, almost 18,000 retail outlets, 25,000 lorries which ply across the organization, across the country, carrying our products, are also wired to IRIS. IRIS is our digital nerve center, which is a single point of managing the entire BPCL operations, across the organization. So this gives us the visibility that there are no violations happening across, and that our brand promise to our customer of delivering quality product not only at the petrol pump, but right from the point where it gets filled in the lorry, moves out of the installation, comes to the retail outlet, gets unloaded, and from there gets into fueling his vehicle. That entire activity is wired and monitored for any deviation. So Accenture is helping us do that activity. Apart from that, there are various other things. We are completely changing the way we are going to be interacting with our B2B and B2C customers. So for that, we have the digital platform which we are building along with the SAP Hybris. Our technology partner is Deloitte, who's helping us weave all these things together.
All right, fair enough. I understood now. You elaborated on your efforts around sales and marketing transformation. What about people transformation within? Now the situation is changing. I mean, it has been flip-flopping. sometimes work from home, sometimes hybrid, sometimes on-prem. Now I think the mandate that 50% people who will be working in certain areas, some areas completely shut down and working from home from remote location. So what kind of transformational steps that you have taken, so that is no challenge for the workers from home, there is no DLP kind of situation, there is no breaches or cyber security, because those endpoints are the vulnerable points.
Absolutely, Sanjay. It's a brilliant question, and I'm very happy to answer because that is what makes BPCL different. Okay,
Mm.
the people in this organization, they have a tremendous appetite for change. Okay, um, um, we are a curious bunch of BPCNs. Okay,
Okay.
we jump at new things, new adoptions, like no one's business, and so is our leadership. Our leadership is very clear that any such transformation cannot be driven by a project team or a limited set of people. So the best part of this entire project, Anubhav, has been that we have built this together along with the businesses. So almost 400 people across the organization were involved in conceptualizing, designing, development, and implementation of some of those initiatives which we have already launched. So when you talk of transformation or people, management, their onboarding, change management part of it, we already have huge number of change ambassadors who are working from the businesses and who are driving it within within their business units. Apart from that, our directors and our chairman, they take conscious efforts to connect with the management to drive this change process. We have had workshops. We have we got a short period of 2 to 3 months when travel was allowed and
Done.
all.
Yeah.
So we conducted a set of some 20 exercises, workshops, 2-day
Okay.
workshops across the country, enrolling each and every user and stakeholder in this entire process. And
Mm-hmm.
we carried out this effort on change management, bringing
Mm-hmm.
them on board at par with whatever has been built and which is going to get deployed, take their suggestions, ideas, and improvise should there need be. So while work from home offers some of the challenges, but I think in BPCL, the way work from home and the kind of ease with which IT has helped us, our internal IT has helped us. I don't think so. This was ever an impediment. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so adoption has been very smooth. We are very happy to see the progress, and the best part is our chairman and directors continuously take those inputs and feedbacks on how the entire adoption and change is happening. Coming to the cyber security and the other aspects of what is it that we are doing? It's a practice. Okay, it's a
Mm-hmm.
practice of defense, and we have already a very strong internal security mechanism. Apart from that, we are doing every possible thing to make sure network security, application security, information security, operational security, disaster recovery, and business continuity. All those processes are very well documented, and any application which we deploy, any new solution which we are deploying, has to go through the litmus of these practices, and only once it is cleared by our CISO, then only we go about deploying the solution. So we are taking utmost care because we have gone completely on cloud. Deloitte and our internal IT teams are helping us build robust mechanisms to make sure that there are no breaches.
You said one thing, that's cloud. You have gone into cloud. So what part of your infra has gone into cloud? Is it the entire infra on cloud, or it is kind of hybrid, some on-prem, some on the cloud?
So Sanjay, our system of records, which is SAP, continues to remain on-prem.
Okay.
But whatever we are, developing, whatever under Project Anubhav is happening in terms of front-end applications and all, that everything is going to be on cloud. Most of our solutions are SaaS solutions. So Salesforce is a SaaS
Absolutely.
solution.
Yes.
Okay, our chatbot, that is the interactive messaging platform, is again a SaaS solution. So we have almost everything coming up only on the clouds, and that's how the cloud security is being taken care along with Microsoft and our internal team.
Rahul, thank you very much. Stay safe and take care of your family.